Hi there, it's Lori, and I'm here with a doozy of a story. Y'all know I've been missing a bag of hooks, right? I've checked everywhere. My husband has even gone through every room that I could have possibly gone at. We pulled out. There's that has my diamond painting. Pulled that whole. It's like a rolly cart. Pulled that out. Checked every drawer. Checked behind the bookcase. This one's not wide enough. I knew it wasn't wide enough. I found them today. Why did I find them? Because I was trying to get a. I was measuring this little gap here to get a little cart of shelves to put in there. I'm going to use every space because otherwise this is kind of wasted space and I could have shelves there for yarn. Didn't see it then, went over, and my try again is the only reason that I found this. So I had gone over, I was using my knitting machine, which I think I'm on the 8th to 10th try. But I got the first part done. So I'm trying to make a hat like that guy up there. But I don't want to do it double layer. I'm using a different tutorial and a different technique. So, but I am going to be showing you something I just learned about. It's called a tucked stitch. You do the same thing if you drop a stitch. So I will show you the tutorial. I will link. And I will show you that before I go to the next step. But I finally have one that literally only has one mistake. So I come back over here. Remember, I had to move this chair and it was tucked under the table because I was measuring. So I'm going to turn this around. And you see this little problem right here? Here's my bag of hooks. It was literally hanging right here. It was hanging. Oh, let me move the computer. It was hanging. I don't know if it was zipped in. I don't know if it caught on the little hooky part. But I am going to make sure that that's not going to come loose. I think it is just one thread, so, and not the whole strand of yarn. Yeah, there it was hanging. A couple things you can observe from that. First of all, I didn't remember the color right. Secondly, it's definitely more narrow. It actually probably could have fit behind here. It wasn't back there. It was on the back of my chair the whole darn time. Did I check for my wax? Maybe. Anyway, all right. So you can see they're a little bit different size, and I thought it was more of a rusty color. No, that's pink. But just to show you, I was not kidding. It's a whole bag of yarn, hooks, little tiny hooks. Yeah. There's still another hooks bag I need to find. But it's not as essential because I have the hooks out of there that I wanted. But anyway, actually, let me look at this really quick for something in particular. Yeah, no, bamboo hooks aren't in here. So there is definitely still a hook bag missing that is like this one. But it's not urgent that I find it. So there it is. Found my hook bag. Now, I'm going to insert some video of my initial trial. I'm going to bring this closer. My initial trial and why it's try again. Again, on the 8th trial, give or take. And yes, I said eighth weird. Sometimes I pronounce it like my husband. I don't know why I picked that particular word up, but I did. Anyway, so I found my hooks. No wax though. Okay, I am trying to follow a tutorial here. I will link the tutorial, but it's to make a brim. I'm probably only going to show this beginning part, and then the rest will be in a live, during a live stream. All right, so regular cast on. I'm going to kind of deliberately, the heck did I just do? Nope, I didn't go behind. I went through. Okay. I'm going to deliberately cast on pretty loose. I heard that can help with this stretchiness, especially with this pattern that I'm going to be doing. Again, I will link it below. It is a content creator named Maxine. Regular cast on here. Okay. To the end, so I'm going to put it through there. Put this down on the floor. You know what? I'm going to go on the outside. It looks like I'm not wearing anything. I think I might have to change pants. Okay. I am wearing shorts, but yeah, okay. I'm going to go change and I'll be back. All right, I'm back and you can see I'm wearing clothing. I was wearing clothing before, but you know. Anyway. So now I'm going to do about 30 rounds. The first round is the most important to make sure that you catch every stitch. And I'm not going very fast because I don't want tight stitches, and I think that contributes to tight stitches. All right. I'm just going to, okay, that says 2. And that was, oh, it's counting the cast on. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'll be quiet and I will fast forward through until I get to 30. Getting all the sound from this, so just fast forwarding. What's the, oh yeah. That's how oh, on the stitches. Well, okay. Okay, so I'm using the tutorial from Calumet Knits from 2 years ago. It will be linked. I don't have a dropped stitch. I have a, what she called, tucked stitch, not switch. All right. So I'm going to actually have to do an extra row, which is totally fine. I need to get, and then I'll have to finish that row. I need to get to the row where that is. Sorry, pin, I guess. Let me figure out. Is it that pin? Or is it that one? I think it's this one. You can see the rest of it is like perfect. So that's why I'm just going to go back and fix this. This is probably all I'm going to show of the try again. And then you might see that finished product. Am I at the right spot? Yes. Okay. So this pin is halfway up. I might focus in even more. So this pin is halfway up. This is where the stitch is. So I'm going to check again. Is it that stitch? Yes, it's that pin. Okay. This is the scary part. You're going to take your knit picker. Again, I have these for my knitting looms. I'm going to pick this up. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull these stitches out down to, okay, this looked easier than it is. Oh no, let me put that back on that pin. I don't want to lose a stitch in this process. That's going to mess it up. I might have this pin up just a little bit high. So I'm going to reverse just a tiny bit there. I'll pull that down tighter. All right. So I have to go through and I have to, I guess this is called unknitting. All the way down because it was almost at the beginning, but I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, where's my stitch? Right there. Again, it was a tuck stitch. I want you to watch her tutorial on it because, again, I literally only had one and I'm not pulling this out for the about bajillionth time. Okay, so I am now to where the problem happened. I want you to watch her video because she explains how it happens. Okay, so you put that on your hook and you go underneath this next bar. Wait, that doesn't seem right. Hold on. I'm going to leave my hook in there. Watch this again. Okay, I figured out my mistake. So I actually want to put it under the bar and then into the stitch. Then bring the bar over. Then pull that through. Then do the next stitch the same way. Pull under the bar, over, bring it through. Okay. You can do multiples. So if you have two, you just got to make sure you're doing them in order. Popped it over. Oops. Get my yarn twisted there. Over. Pull through. Okay, I'm going to grab that. Let's do 3 just for fun. Take the first one over. Grab that. Pull it up. I just grabbed I didn't fully grab that bar. I went through it. All right. I just grabbed a 3.5 millimeter hook. You can use whatever hook works for you. Okay, I'm almost at the top here. So I'm going to do these one at a time. You can see the tension's just a little bit different for that row now than around. But it pulled this one a little tighter. I am going to learn how to blend the stitches, but I'm going to tell you to go ahead and watch the video on it and the tutorial that I'm going to link in the description box. And I'm not probably going to show that part. But I thought I'd show this part for anybody who is interested. Now, these kits do come with a crochet hook, but I don't even recall what I did with that crochet hook. So I don't know. I grabbed one of my own. Okay, I'm on the last bar here. I'm going to do the same thing. And then I'm going to pull that through. Or maybe not. Try that again. Pull it through. All right. Then I'm going to take this stitch and hook it back underneath here. And then we're going to go about, like I said, you can see the tension gets all kind of messed up from that process. I can fix some of it right here. Well, I didn't even watch the tutorial. I just kind of that out. Okay, well, that looks better. All right, so now the, what did I call it? Tucked stitch is fixed. I'm making up my own way to make that tension look not as different. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and finish this row because, again, I had to go around to get to the point where I could do that. All right, I'm back at the first pin. So that's as far as I'm going to show you on this pattern. So if I was going to do a full double up, I would go about 120 rows. This, I'm stopping at 32 now. That does include the cast on row, which you do in a different way. Well, the cast on is the same, but what I'm going to do with that, I want to make sure this is super stretchy. Instead of pulling that tight, I'm actually going to knot it off, and then this is going to get pulled up here. And this is the side you're going to see, and look at how nice that makes. Nice, beautiful ribbing for the brim of the hat. So that's where I'm going to stop with my try again Tuesday. And yes, I finally found my hooks. So, okay, so I just wanted to do the little outro anyway. This is going to be a hat, but this is going to get wrapped around and be the brim, bottom brim of the hat. So that's the stitch you'll see as opposed to this side. And I will show you that probably next week, maybe Friday. And that's my try again. So y'all, eventually I will conquer the panels too. I'm just not there yet. So thanks for coming in. And can I get an amen?